There are many applications we all use on Windows that don't exist on Linux. But what do Linux users use instead? Today, I'm going to show you the best Linux alternatives to some of the most popular Windows programs. From WinRAR to Photoshop, from Premiere to Office, we'll take a look at the tools that cover our daily needs in the Linux world. So if you're thinking about switching to Linux, or if you have ever wondered, but that program isn't on Linux, then this video is just for you. Now let's move on to media and music applications. On Windows, we all know programs like Windows Media Player, Winamp, or iTunes, but what can we use instead on Linux? Actually, the options are pretty good. For music, you've got Rhythmbox, Clementine, and even Spotify has an official Linux client. And for video playback, VLC and MPV can handle almost any format without issues. So when it comes to media, you're not missing out on anything with Linux. Most people don't want to switch to Linux because of these programs. They think Photoshop and Premiere offers better experience, but that's not true. There are a lot of alternatives out there. But we don't need a lot of alternatives. For Photoshop, we can use GIMP. It's the most popular alternative for Photoshop. It has a big community and very similar to Photoshop. For Premiere, we have DaVinci Resolve. You can also use this app on Windows. It is the best alternative for Premiere, and actually it is better than Premiere. It has a big community, many tutorials, and many features. There is not much to talk about, actually. Linux has LibreOffice. It usually comes with a default Linux installation, and it's pretty good and useful. But if you need to use Microsoft file formats, you can also look at the OnlyOffice. It supports Microsoft file formats. Actually, you can use VS Code on Linux, but if you want an alternative, Vim is a good option. Honestly, it's a little bit hard to use at first, but when you get used to it, it is fun to use. When it comes to gaming, people think that they can play games on Linux, but it's not true. On 2025, most games are also compatible with Linux. Steam has a Linux client that you can install, but if you are using Epic Games, it doesn't have a Linux client. Instead, you can use Heroic Launcher. It's easy to use and has basic interface. You can connect your Epic account to this. We all use WinRAR or 7-Zip on Windows, and they are pretty useful. But when it comes to Linux, we don't have these apps. So instead of these apps, we can use pzip, Arc, and FileRoller. But my recommendation is pzip because it's the most similar one to the WinRAR or 7-Zip. Linux has a ton of alternative for PDF Reader, but my recommendation is Okular because it has a lot of features. It's fast and reliable. When it comes to email, Windows users often rely on Outlook or Thunderbird. But what about Linux? Actually, you have plenty of great options. Thunderbird itself works perfectly on Linux and is still the most popular choice. If you want something more modern and minimal, there's Geary. And for those looking for an Outlook-style experience with calendar and task integration, Evolution is a solid alternative. So managing your emails on Linux is just as easy as on Windows. And that's it. As you can see, almost every popular Windows application has a great alternative on Linux. Whether it's media, office, design, or email, you don't really miss out on anything. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.